Hello, hello. Happy New Year. Welcome back, everybody. We are so happy that you are here with us with Real Talk. And yeah, we're here again. This is our anniversary, 1 year. Yes. Whee! We got some great things going on. Actually, we have another guest right there. There she is. Perfect timing. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to see everyone. We all made it over to 2022. So this is amazing. I don't know, I'm just happy that we're here, right? And so grateful and all of those things. So we are here with another great, awesome, real talk, right? To have open conversations. So just reminding you that if you're just joining us or you're coming back for another great dialogue with us, we are a live stream podcast that's designed for you, women. And of course, we have men that actually participate too, but it's designed for the women so that we can have real talk. We can inspire each other, motivate each other, encourage each other, inform each other, right? From all over the world. So we want to be able to bring all of this to our community to be able to have open conversations so we can be able to move forward. And so I'm one of your hosts, Dr. Kim Brown Barber, better known as Dr. Kim with Journey to Becoming, and my infamous co-host, Rochelle Marie Lawson, Queen of Feeling Fabulous. What's going on, co-host,
Hey,
friend?
everybody. Happy New Year to all of you that may be watching us or may will watch us pretty soon or listening to us. I am Rochelle Marie Lawson, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous, owner and founder of Blissful Living for You. And I'm happy to be here as well. I can't believe it's been a year since we embarked on this little experiment just to have a place for us women to get together and chat about issues that affect us today. And it's been really great. So, welcome to everybody watching us and welcome to our panelists for this evening.
Yes, thank you so much. And so now we have our panelists that we want to welcome, and we will let them introduce themselves. We'll start with you, Michelle.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you all for having me. My name is Michelle White. I use the pronouns she, her, and hers. I'm super excited to be here talking to you all. I'm coming from Virginia, and I'm currently a project manager with Ferguson Enterprises.
Nice. Welcome. All right. All right, Joanne.
Hey, I'm an old friend of Kim's, coming here from Lexington, Kentucky, and I'm a life coach. Uh, and here I am, happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Yay. Yes, you are, Joanne, a great and dear friend of mine. And so it's Michelle, actually. So not as old, right, Michelle? And we don't mean old in the sense of age, ladies.
Right.
Okay. We're women, so we never use it in that context. Well, I'm so happy that we are here today, and I know our time moves fast, so I want to go ahead and start to get into our topic today, tonight, in some cases, this evening, wherever you are in the world that you're hearing this. Maybe this is it's morning time for you, but we want to get into our topic. So I thought about it and I was like, we're coming into a new year, right? So why not like think about those things, not in terms of resolutions, right? People are always talking about and thinking about resolutions. So I was wondering, like, to have a topic of where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Because I think with so many different things that we have been dealing with throughout not only this last year, but the last few years, couple years, right? Almost losing track of time here with that, right? But at least for this last year to now to 2022, we've dealt with so many different things, whether it be political, whether it be social justice, health, family, jobs, education. With COVID, down there with Omicron and Delta, and all these other things that have come forth that we dealt with in 2021. What does that look like, as we cross over and we've crossed over to 2022 and bringing some of those old problems, if you will, um, and challenges, I'll call them challenges, these old challenges, how does that look for us moving forward, right? And so I want to kind of have that discussion here today. And so I want to first kind of throw out just personally, you know, what are you looking forward to in 2022, just in general? Just to ask everybody that, what are you looking forward to in 2022 before we get into the challenges and how we should be looking at them and how do we move forward? Um, let's start with you, Joanne.
What am I looking forward to in 2022?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm looking forward to a fresh new year. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I mean, yes, do we have challenges, but we're always capable of seeing something fresh and new in every challenge. You know, we're no matter what we go through, we're okay deep down in that essence of who we are. We're okay. We're I mean, we all have problems, but you know, it's just the way we look at them, and we want to. We are all thinking about COVID differently. Every one of us. We're all thinking about. You know, we all live in separate realities, and it's you know, keeping a clear mind best we can, so we can reach out and see and understand each other more instead of, you know, this constant political, yeah. I mean, yeah, if that
Okay.
makes any sense or not. Yeah.
Well, hey, it's an open conversation and it's always a safe place. So that's one thing about real talk. It's always a safe place to have real conversations. And that's why we call it real talk, right?
Mhm.
But so Joanne is talking about being, you know, looking for something fresh and new. That's what she's looking forward to. And so and that's one perspective of the different things. And I think everybody wants to see something new. And you know, that's why I call that
Mhm.
New Year, right? But you
Yeah.
know, specifically, you know, that's these are some of the expectations that you have, right? So Michelle, let's hear from you. What are you looking forward to in 2022?
Sure. I definitely, would agree with Joanne in terms of I've been thinking a lot about having grace with myself and
Mm,
with other people because I think
that's
with
good.
everything that's continues going on, it feels like I can never do it enough necessarily. And working from home, you can never get away from work. And so there's kind of a combination of everything's always at your fingertips. And so trying to just think about having grace with myself and then also with other people because, so many people I know are going through COVID has caused different things for them, right? They like their
Mm-hmm.
families might be out of work or they might be choosing different lines of work because they don't want to be in a position where they have to be exposed to
Mm-hmm.
COVID and trying to figure out how to make those transitions and you just never know. So thinking about having that sense of grace, but I also want to go into 2022 not being afraid to say something when I hear something, even if it seems because I feel like oftentimes I'm always like, well, I don't want to be seen as negative or as bossy, a lot of the things that tend to get labeled towards women, but sometimes you just need to say something, even if it's just, am I hearing this correctly? Or
Mm-hmm.
trying not
Mm-hmm.
to be confrontational, but not hesitating to say something because it just surprises me how oftentimes people say things and no one says, it's so easy to be a bystander. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
pretend being
Mm-hmm.
more of an active bystander this year.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So, all right. So Michelle is like, okay, I'm looking at this and having more grace with everybody and myself, but also becoming more active, right? And like you said, an active bystander, and I think we see a lot of that when we see different films. With training, you know, they talk about being that active bystander when reporting things and helping people or diffusing situations, and so in a safe way, of course. So that's pretty amazing. Okay, Rochelle, Queen of Feeling Fabulous, my amiga, talk to me.
Well, I am looking forward. Well, I'm going to say not looking forward. I am in the now living my 2022. And for me, I don't really look too much about the past because you can't change it. And when you focus on it, it just brings up a whole bunch of emotions and things you can't change, which causes internal stresses and anxiety and and worry and all of that stuff. You can't change the past, but what you can do is change your reality for the now. And so I'm looking forward as we begin traveling down this road of, or this part of my journey with 2022, is this actual moment right now. I take each moment
Mm-hmm.
as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I do look towards the future in this little specific part of my journey, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm focusing on the here and now, because I can only work with the here and now. And
Mm-hmm.
so if I focus on the here and now and I can stay in that positive mindset and not focus on all the external chatter that is constantly being bombarded and thrown in our faces,
Mm-hmm.
and focus on what I can do with my world in the here and now, that is what I am doing right now. So I guess I'm just focusing on my part of my journey, as I said, my path to bliss, this moment in time, because I only have this moment in time. And that's it.
I love it. Oh my goodness. I love it. This is such a rich conversation already. You guys are contributing already such a rich conversation to all of this. And Rochelle, as the co-host, she's always bringing something to it. She's been doing this thing for a while. But I love it that you talk about the here and now. To me, it reminds me of a lot of what Joanne was kind of saying, like really being able to look at things with more positivity and looking at things. With the freshness, right? Because right now, today, each day that comes, it's a gift and it's fresh, right? But the here and now, it's even still fresh because we're still living it, right? We're still in this second, this moment. And so, that's helpful, especially with so many other issues of the different issues and problems causing so many mental and social stresses, right? That it's really good to kind of be able to do that. But I know that we have such gratitude as we go into a new year and a new day, right? Not even just a new year, but even a new day. We have such gratitude that to be able to see that new day, to see that new year, and in this case we're talking about the new year. So as we move into the gratitude that we have, and kind of what all of you were saying, even what Michelle was talking about with having grace for herself and for other people, I think is great, because I think even for ourselves, especially as women, we don't give ourselves enough grace. We are our worst and hardest critic, and thinking that we have to have it all right and have it all perfect and take care of everything and everybody. And so I like that, Michelle, how you talk about that. So as we move forward, what my next question is to dig a little deeper. Excuse me. How do we change the mindset? Because this may be, it's easier said than done, in some cases for some people, because we don't know what their reality is, and what they're living, right? But their choices, right? And their choices that we make every day. So how do we get to change the mindset of ourselves? How does that change for ourselves? And if we're already changed, how does that look in changing? Can you help some other sister that's out there to help them to be able to change the mindset as we're starting this new and fresh year with grace? How do we change that mindset? Let's start with you, Joanne. Did I start with you last time, Joanne?
Yeah, but
Okay,
I'm
I'm,
happy to go.
okay. Well, go for it, Joanne.
I was thinking about this, and I think we can't change anyone's mindset, but we can, it's all, this is our job. We can't change out there. But when, it's important to me to, and I think Rochelle would agree with this, to live in a good feeling as often as I can. Because when we live through gratitude and through not gratitude intellectually, but that really good, just a nice feeling. our minds a lot more clear. We're not worried about the future. We're not, lamenting about the past. We're right here and right now. And we can't give anyone any greater gift than just to be present with them,
Mm-hmm.
and that way
Mm-hmm.
we can,
Mm-hmm.
give them grace and understanding and,
Mm-hmm.
because people are going through a lot and sometimes they can't see that they're getting in their own way,
Mm-hmm.
by
Mm-hmm.
continuing to focus on things that we can't control.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yes, and you're right. I love that being present, Joanne. I
yeah,
love that, right? Being
huge.
present with yourself, whether it's at the job or whether it's and right now with so many people working from home, whether it's even if you're working from home, being present at that time. If you're in a meeting, you're in the meeting.
Yeah,
But then if you need to get out of the meeting to take care of something, you need to excuse yourself so you can be present with whatever that challenge or issue or whatever it is that you
yeah.
need to take care of, right? So I love that being present. um, so Michelle, talk to me about how you keep your mindset moving forward in a positive way, or how you could be able to encourage some of the women that are listening, how they can be able to have their mindset to be changed in a positive way as they embark on this new 2022.
Yeah. So I definitely kind of going along with what Joanne said about gratitude, something that I used to do that I got away from and I should restart is I used to write down just 5 things or 3 things that I was grateful for in the day. And it could be as simple as I woke up today or,
Mm-hmm.
but just the act of reflecting on my day, even if I felt like I had a really terrible day, would actually make me realize, oh, today was actually pretty good because of X, Y,
Mm-hmm.
Z. So that's one thing. And I, as a person, like lists and organization. And so something that was helpful for me in changing to like a positive attitude or mindset, or even hitting goals, is having like an actual physical calendar where every day, I write the goals or whatever I'm trying to focus on at the top of the calendar for the month.
Mm-hmm.
And every day that I feel like I've done that or I've thought about it, I mark it off. So then you can physically see a
Mm-hmm.
tangible representation of the
Mm-hmm.
work that you put in. And I think so many of us do so much work that's intellectual, which is great and it's really important. But sometimes it can be easy to lose track of how that
Mm-hmm.
all adds up over time. And so creating it in a physical sense can really help, I think, push that forward.
I love that. I don't know whether you call it old school or whatever you want to call it, but I love that. I am a list checker anyway. So I love to be able to mark something out. It just gives some sort of satisfaction, right? So I
Yes.
totally understand that. And I think you're right that sometimes because we have everything in our little phones, right? So so
Yeah.
you don't see it always visually unless you're hitting the button, then you see it. But it's different when you have something literally physically in your face. You don't click it off or on. It's just there, right? And it reminds you, of what you're already doing. And sometimes I don't think we realize, especially as women, how much we do in a day. If you were to go down the list and see like, oh my gosh, you have accomplished so much today, that you would even be in a better place, feel that gratitude like you were saying. And I like that list. I know Oprah Winfrey talks about, the gratitude, and being able to look at, what you're grateful for daily. It could be the smallest thing or the largest thing, but then that it makes your mindset change, right? When you start looking at things that you're grateful for, it starts to make your mindset change. So I love that. I love that. All right, come on, Queen of Feeling Fabulous. What about you?
So I have a couple things. So first of all, since we're talking about gratitude, I just want to share something. My daughter back in 2015 gave me this little book. And in this little book, Gratitude is
Okay.
the Best Attitude, you open it up, there's pages that look like this, so to speak, four little
Uh-huh.
sections. So I started writing this in 2015. And I generally do it like on Sundays. So every Sunday, I get up, I do my, morning meditation, have my cup of tea. And as I have my cup of tea, I write what I'm grateful for that previous week. So I've been doing that. So
Mm.
gratitude is the best attitude, because even if you're grateful just for having a nice warm bed to sleep in, or
Mm-hmm.
waking up without a hangover, or whatever it may be, it's something to be grateful for,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Exactly.
I agree. But the other thing I want to say is, to anybody out there that's watching or listening to us that might be having a little bit of difficult time, because I know the new year can be challenging for a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people. We just came through this very energetic and uplifting, loving, joyful, peaceful time of year, and now we're back to square one. It's like, you had all this loving energy, and now you're back, it's
Mm-hmm.
gone, right? Everybody's back into their neutral corner, doing their neutral thing, living their life. But what I want to say is to everyone out there, just know that you are where you're supposed to be. It's not a mistake. It is divine. And the reason
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that is because if you're struggling with something, there's a reason. It's divine. It's a divine reason why you're struggling. But there is light, and there is uh, hope and betterment after your struggle. If you're having challenges, everybody has challenges, but when you go
Mm-hmm.
through those challenges, on the other side of that challenge, you're just that much stronger. You know how to, if that comes up upon you again, you know how to get through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just having belief that you are in the right place no matter what's going on in your life. If you're having a lot of pain, if you're not feeling well, the fact that you can feel the pain, that's a good thing, because when you can't feel it, you're on your way checking out.
Mm-hmm.
And so just being able to appreciate the good, the bad, and the indifference that's happening in your life right now, know that it's divinely given and that you will get through it. And have the belief that you will get through it, because this is something really interesting to me. We go to bed every night with the belief that we're gonna wake up the next
That's
morning.
right. That's right. That's
Absolutely
right. That's
because we
right.
don't think
That's
about it,
right. That's
right?
right.
Think about it.
Yes.
You going to bed
Yes.
tonight, tomorrow when I get up, I gotta do X,
Right. Right.
okay.
Making a list and
Have
everything.
that kind of belief and conviction that whatever it is,
Yeah.
whether it's
That's
good,
true.
bad, or indifferent that you're going through right now, have that
That's
belief
good.
the next day, the next minute, the next hour, the next second, whatever it may be, that you are going to be in a better step. You're going to be a little bit better than you was before, but you are going to be better. And if you have that belief like you have when you go to bed and know you're going to wake up the next morning, life becomes so much more easier and so much more pleasant. It's not always going to be super simple, but no matter what you're going through, when you think about that, it will make things just a little bit better for that moment in time, which is the here and now.
So, all I can say is she peeked into my next question, but it's okay.
Sorry, I
I love it. I totally love it. Where this is how much in sync we are. We don't even talk about this. It's not. That's what I love about this platform. It's like it's just as is, real talk. Live, right? And I love it because she just peeked into my next question. Because as we are closing, yes, closing already. I told you it goes so quickly. I wanted you to give an uplifting message for 2022 to our listeners and our viewers, but in 1 minute, because we only have a few minutes left. And I love what you just said. That was answering the question. The gratitude is the best attitude, I think is the name of the book, Rochelle.
mm-hmm.
So remember that, if she can hold that up one more time. The gratitude is the best attitude. Go check it out, because you want to start this year with gratitude. And being able to be encouraged, and knowing that we know everyone's not in the best, may or may not be in the best place, right? But we're not being unrealistic and saying, oh, we don't know that. No, these things are real. But I love what Rochelle just said about how you're going to be able to address it, and knowing that you are in the right place at the right time, and that it's going to turn around for you. But you have to have that belief. So I love that. So Joanne, 1 minute, please. Uplifting message, 1 minute, uplifting message for 2022.
When we're feeling good, it's wonderful just to be grateful. But when we have those down moments, like Michelle said, give ourselves some grace.
Wonderful.
It just, yeah, gratefulness and grace. We need both.
Definitely. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. And Michelle, get ready to say your 1 minute uplifting message for 2022 so we can get ready to take us out.
I would say, do not be afraid. There's everyone is afraid. Do not fear. It's there to help guide you. Like Rochelle said, everything is happening for a reason. So have faith. That fear is going to guide you somewhere new.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much, Michelle and Joanne, for joining Rochelle and I today. We really appreciate all that you have done, and especially taking time out on the East Coast to join us because we know it's 8 o'clock there, right? So you are sacrificing to have time to have real talk with your sister. So we thank you so much. Rochelle, you want to take us out real quick?
Okay. Well, I want to thank the panelists that have joined us. It's always a pleasure to talk to women and just have conversations that are open, candid, and informative, no matter where you may be on your journey. So thank you, ladies, for joining us. And, we are in 2022. It's a beautiful new year, fresh start, so to speak. So just take the moment to embrace that and know that everything is going to get better. Don't worry about coronavirus. Don't worry about all this political stuff. Just tap into yourself, tap into your soul, tap into your spirit, and lead with what feels good to you inside of you in the here and now. And that's all I want to say.
Awesome. And that will take us out. We will see you next time. And if you like what we're talking about, or if you have some topics you want us to talk about, please subscribe, and give us a email, and so that we can know that you want to be a panelist, and we will be able to try to get you on the different shows that are available. But we are looking forward to seeing you next time. So be safe, be grateful. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.